College Alumni Association started off the spring 2012 installment of their monthly networking breakfast series in January with featured speaker Corbin J. Robertson Jr., a veteran of the energy industry with a strong connection to the energy capital of the world.
It's an interesting family story. It certainly is woven in the fabric of Houston, the U of H, and the business community. H.R. Cullen, of course, was a legendary Wildcatter. And let me talk a little bit about family lore and things that you may have not heard about his career. Fifth grade education, had to quit work when his dad died there in San Antonio to support his family. Essentially moved off, became a cotton trader up in Dallas and Oklahoma when they opened up the ship channel. That's what attracted him to Houston. So as a cotton trader, he thought this ship channel was going to be big. He was right. About that time, after he had arrived in Houston, they found spindletop. And so he got the Wildcatter bug, as many did in that era, and started drilling wells. I can remember in 1929. He really didn't have much success until the Thompson Field, where he had Silver Dollar Jim West for partner and found about a 400 million barrel field here in Fort Bend County. My dad ran Quintana for about 30 years. He found two big fields, the Garden City Field and the Gibson Field, and many, many small ones. He professionalized the staff at Quintana. It was a family business that grew into a professional outfit. He diversified the investments in refining, overseas oil and gas, banking, real estate. So he basically broadened the footprint of Quintana in a way and professionalized it so that it could last the generations. We're back down in Argentina. Jose Ronquino, who was our sort of chief operating officer, is working for me again. I'm back looking for more fields in Argentina. When the Argentines took their money out of Argentina again in about year 1999 and 2000, I left with them. I think it's time to go back. So we're back in Argentina. We got 20 rigs running down there with a company called Quintana Well Pro. A guy named Tom Murphy runs that for our private equity fund, and we've got an investment in the upstream that we're on to trying to acquire another field down there. So the right people do the right thing at the right time. You're going to be all in business and chasing deals and trying to do things, but at the end of the day, your family is what's important, because that's who's going to love you, that's who's going to care about you, and that's the legacy that you're leaving. It's really not how many assets, we're just stewards. You're going to have some more, you're going to have some less, but you're all just stewards of those things, and you're going to pass them along to the next generation. And the question is, what is that generation that you're passing along to? And what's going to be their legacy, and how are they going to pass it along to the next generation? So the continuum that I see and our family story probably represents is one that I'm very proud of and proud to be part of. But first takeaway is, enjoy life and your family and the love that you share. There is no entitlement here. If you want something, you better earn it. Somehow they instilled that in me, and that's my father, my mother, my sisters. You know, we all learned that you've got a place and you got to go earn them. So the business takeaways that I think I'd like to share is really probably two of them, is find out what you can do better than anyone else on earth and stick to it. Second thought on business is get the right people and do the right thing at the right time. I've had some things that I've done right at the right time, and I've had some things that I've done wrong. The only people that haven't made some mistakes in business are those that haven't done much. So I try to follow those two rules. I don't always, but I try. The third takeaway that I'd like to give you is make this place a better world. You make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give. That's something that's been trashed along here within our family. Lily and H.R. Cullen gave away 90% of their wealth. There still was plenty left for Lily and I and the rest of us 170 cousins. So, and they, instead of giving us a finish, okay, they gave us a good start. 6 months before H.R. Cullen died, he said to my dad, he said, Corbin said, we need to build U of H into a great university, and every great university has a graduate school. We've got to get U of H a graduate school. And Dad said, fine, HR, I'm right with you. We're going to do it. not a problem. And HR's dream was, let's go have a university for everybody, okay, and not just for a few. And y'all are serving a purpose that I think is really important. If you think about where my dad came from the south side of Chicago, and grew up and had a wonderful life. If you think about H.R. Cullen, came with nothing, with a fifth grade education. You know, we come from poor stock. And that's American, that's the story of America, is there's a lot of opportunity here, and it's going to be what do you do to go grab it? And so, and then after you've grabbed it, what I'm saying to you is, what are you going to do to give back? And we all have some level of prosperity. It doesn't matter what your level is. It's what do you do with it that's important. And I think how you be regarded among your friends and your family, and eventually face some creator.